Here I am, one of those poor, unfortunate souls who turned on Paramount Plus, only to see that the movie If was streaming. I could have sworn it was just in theaters, but apparently it did bad enough that it's been kicked to Paramount Plus. Now, this is the latest movie from John Krasinski and from Ryan Reynolds, starring Steve Carell and Ryan Reynolds. Not since Up have I seen a movie that was as depressing as the first 10 or 15 minutes of this movie. They did everything in their power to make sure that you were weeping before you even got through the opening credits. Now, this movie supposedly stars Steve Carell, and Steve Carell is in the movie until he's not. And ultimately, the plot is about a young girl who goes through some tragic events in her life and discovers a world of imaginary friends. Some strange scenes of Ryan Reynolds creeping along in a child's bedroom, perhaps attempting to kidnap them or to introduce a kidnapper into their room. Unclear as to what happens there. But as the movie progresses, she finds that the inner light of trying to match kids with their new imaginary friends doesn't really work. These are old, retired imaginary friends, and the only way that they can exist is by rekindling their imagination with their old kids that they had. The plot ensues. The twist at the end is not as twisty as you would think. I thought it was fairly predictable, but do they try to crush your spirit and make you cry at every opportunity they can? Very sad movie, and for a movie that you would think with such whimsical characters as bananas and aliens and all sorts of weird creatures and things that were imaginary, you would think this would be an amusing, fun for all, a family movie. Not so much the case. This was just a tearjerker, and I cannot necessarily recommend it unless you're glutton for punishment and you want to watch something as depressing as that Up movie, which we shall not talk about because I watched it once and never had the desire to watch again. This is kind of like that movie. Shame on you, John Krasinski, for trying to jerk us all into crying over whatever this nonsense was. I cannot necessarily recommend this movie. I don't know what to make of it. It was astonishing that it was available. Catch it if you want to torture yourself, but I cannot recommend. Anyway, I am the man you know as Z, but I'm going to stop crying now, and I'm going to go back to reviewing other films. I'm on to the next one.
Join us Fridays, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Don't forget to like and subscribe.